I didn't have a job, I barely had any money, but I still managed to start a sneaker collection in high school. And here's how I did it. You ever want something so bad, but you got no way to get it? That was literally me in high school dreaming about Jordans. Big shout out to my moms though, because she kept me fresh in high school with the J's. But in the real, I really wanted more for myself. I wanted to get it on my own. So that way I don't have to rely on my mom to get it. So I'm gonna tell y'all 3 easy ways to make money in high school without a job. So that way y'all could be set, y'all could be ready, and y'all could have fast ways to make money. Y'all, so for the first hustle I did to save money to get me some pair of J's, that is the candy business, bro. Selling candy is absolutely a banger, especially for in school. Everyone wants snacks. I'm talking about everybody. Teachers, kids, everybody wants snacks. And what I did was go to Sam's Club, buy everything in bulk, and sell it for a little more over, so that way I can make my money back and get 2 of them. Bro, I'm telling you, I would get chips, I would get hot Cheetos especially, I would get sodas, Gatorades, whatever y'all think, whatever y'all know that people would love, cop it and sell it for like $1 or more, and bam, you already got nice profit just like that. And in a day, you could probably make, I don't know, maybe like 50 bucks. And if you do that in a week, maybe like 200 something bucks if you're good at it. You got to be consistent. You got to make sure you buy the right items. You got to make sure you know what people like and what people don't like and what's selling and what's not. But for sure, you can make awesome, good amount, easy money with that method. And that's what I did. That was my first hustle. And that for sure helped me save and get this money. My second hustle. This one was the washing cars hustle. But the first thing that I did, bought myself a wagon, maybe like 10 bucks, bought myself some buckets, some sponges, some fiber cloth towels, and some window and tire cleaner. And you got to have something to move around the supplies with. You're by yourself, you're a one-man army, you're independent. I used to wash cars in my neighborhood. I'll go door to door, ask them like, hey, how you doing? I see your vehicle out there, see it's a little dirty, would you mind if I clean it up? They will say, yeah. Clean the outside. Maybe you could be different, you could clean the inside and the outside, but charge a little extra. Me, I just did a little outside, so that way it's a little easier for me, and that way I don't waste my supplies on just one car. Clean the car, charge 25 bucks a car. Nothing too crazy, nothing too low, nothing too high, just in the middle, and bam, walk away with 5 cars done. Maybe you could save like 150 to 200 bucks depending on how many cars you do in a day. Because remember, you got to do a lot of cars so that way you don't lose the sunlight, and so that way you don't waste your energy or supplies within that time frame. But you got to be ready for the no's too. Don't let it bum you out if they say no. Just move on to the next. Do not let it stop you. I did that for a little bit and made some good money on it. Alright, y'all, so for that third and final hustle, gotta save the best for last. This hustle made me the most amount of money that got me 50% of my whole entire sneaker collection. Anybody could do it. You could do it even if you don't got a job. And I'm talking about the landscaping business, guys. And what I mean by that was I took my lawnmower, got a gas can, and started going door to door asking if people needed their grass cut. Because you got to think about it. Whenever it rains, grass grows. So you know what that means? More clientele for me, more clientele for you. And what I did was go to the houses with the most highest grass and say, hey, how you doing today? My name's Elijah. I see your grass is a little high. You mind if I cut it for you today? And most of the time they would say yes and be like, how much are you charging? So since I was new at this, and since that I was the only one in the neighborhood doing this, I charged 20 bucks, which is cheap versus like a professional. So I charged 20 bucks and they'll be like, yeah, just do it. Go ahead. Maybe if they wanted the back of the yard, charge 20 bucks again, even if it was high, just so I could build my clientele. And once you build your clientele, that's when you exchange numbers and ask for follow-up cuts, or maybe they could call you back because you did so good. But I literally only had one lawnmower, no weed eater, no nothing. So I had to make the best possible with the lawnmower, trying to get the edges without a weed eater. And I had to transport it. No matter how far I went, I still had to walk back with it. And that was a little bit of a hassle. So I'll go door to door, 20 bucks, 20 bucks, 20 bucks, 20 bucks. And eventually I would save a good amount for myself, save it up. But you got to also save enough money for the side to put for the gas can. And back then, gas was a little lower. So filling up gas in the gas can was an absolute banger. Also had to think about the daylight. You got to make sure you get up early in the morning, cut enough houses before it gets dark, because that will take a toll on you. You can't even see what you're cutting. Even if you want to do it, even if you're like, I'm still going to do it, that darkness will hurt you and mess your progress up. Shout out to my friend Junior, because That's when he came along. He was like, hey man, I see you're the only one cutting grass. You mind if I join you and help you out maybe? And I was like, you know what? He's probably thinking the same thing I'm thinking. He wants to grind for this money. I'm grinding for this money because I want to buy some shoes. So I was like, yeah man, join the team. Let's make this money together. And I split the money 50-50, even though it was my lawnmower. We would take turns buying the gas, and I do not regret it because we made a lot of money, guys. And I'm only like, what, maybe 15 years old cutting grass. It was literally a little bit like kind of weird because we had to take turns with only one lawnmower, even though we should have bought two. I don't know why we didn't buy two, but if you're doing this business, buy two lawnmowers, take one of your friends, and bro, it's easy because me and my friend would knock out the front yard. He would do the front yard, and if I had to do the back, I would do the back. So we would take turns, even though like we could have got two lawnmowers. I don't know why we didn't. We could have knocked it out. I did the front, he did the back, and someone did the edges. We messed up. We could have bought another lawnmower and a weed eater. I don't know why we didn't, but that does not change it. You could literally use only one lawnmower, and some people might be like, hey, you could use my weed eater. Here you go. So we charged $60 front and back, which is not too crazy, and most of the people wanted their front and back cut. So I would say in about 3 weeks, we made $1,000 each. $1,000 each in 3 weeks. And that was the most money I ever made without any job. I didn't have a job and I was walking around with $1,000 on me. Like, that's crazy. That was the most money I've ever seen. That was the most money I ever had. And after that, I knew this hustle was the best one that I ever did. And for the first sneaker that I ever bought to get my collection going, it was the Jordan 4 UNC. Bro, this shoe is absolutely clean. This is the first shoe that I bought like with my money by myself, and it was $250. After I bought them for $250, they shot up $600 to $500, and that was back in high school, bro. The sneaker market was absolutely skyrocketing versus today's sneaker prices, and sneakers were the freaking bro. Everyone wanted sneakers. I knew this method of getting money was the best and safest and easiest way to build my collection. After I got this sneaker, I knew it was up from there. That's whenever I bought my second pair of sneakers by myself, which was the Jordan 4 White Oreo, bro. This one was another absolute banger. Bought for $250, and they skyrocketed to like $500 to $700, which is crazy, bro. After that, I just started going at it, bro. Saving money, cutting grass, buying sneakers. Third sneaker I got was the Jordan 3 Cardinals, bro. You cannot go wrong with these. Jordan 3 Cardinals had to be one of the like cleanest ones I got too. And bro, and not just that, I got the Jordan 5, bro, by myself, bro, and I felt absolutely accomplished. And then I bought myself some Jordan 13s, red Flints, and I bought my girlfriend some Air Forces in the same day we went to the Foot Locker. And after that, I was like, bro, I'm building a collection, bro. I'm building my collection by myself without having to ask my mom. And then I got the Jordan 3. These ones, I remember asking my mom to drop me off at the mall so that way I could get these, bro. I was so hyped to get them. Thank God he blessed me with the clientele and this business that I was creating over the summer in high school with no job to help me get all of my sneakers that I have in my collection. He helped me build all my collection because I didn't have a job. It's an absolute blessing. And those are 3 hustles that I did with no job in high school to help me build my sneaker collection. Hopefully this can help you. That's going to be the end of today's video. Hopefully y'all stay to the end. Give me the 400 subs and y'all let me know what video y'all want to see next. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay blessed. I'm out.